Welcome to PLZsoccer.com. I'm Peter Martin. We're live on our YouTube channel and on Twitter, or X as it's now known in the 21st century. It's great to have your company, and of course we try and bring you as many updates from across the country at press conferences where managers are getting ready for the weekend's football. And we're better to head to than the Rangers Training Centre, because Barry Ferguson is conducting his second press conference since being appointed the interim head coach there at Rangers. So, with that in mind, Blair Malloy is out there. He's been to the press conference. Blair, he must be on a high after that win over Kilmarnock. It is only one game, and now next up is a home game against Motherwell.
Yes, good afternoon, Peter, from a sun-soaked Rangers training centre, where it's been all positivity this afternoon. Of course, how it could have been so different after 20 minutes the other night when they were 2-0 down to Kilmarnock, but Rangers did manage to fight back to give Barry Ferguson a win in his first game as Rangers boss, and now another first for Ferguson. He'll walk out for the first time at Ibrox as Rangers manager on Saturday as they take on Motherwell at 3 p.m. Of course, the last few games at Ibrox really haven't gone to plan for Rangers. That loss against Queen's Park followed up by another loss, this time in the Premiership against St Mirren. That ultimately done for Philippe Clement, and he's outlined this afternoon what he wants to see from his Rangers side on Saturday.
I think when you're playing at home, you're the home team, you've got the fans behind you. Come to Ibrox and we looked a bit timid at times, if I've been honest with you, and that has to change going forward. We need to be the dominant force. We're the home team, not just at home but away from home as well, and the players understand that. I've spoke briefly, I've tapped into that briefly, and as I said, you'll see a different Rangers team that you've seen in the previous couple of games, that's for sure.
Barry Ferguson there talking about what he expects from his side on Saturday against Motherwell. Again, in the frame of positivity. On the injury front this afternoon, there have been a few new faces back in training for Rangers. They include John Souttar, Leon Balogun, Dujon Sterling and Oscar Cortez. Ferguson today, he was saying just how important it is that they get these new faces back, because they're really short of numbers. One man they'll have to rely on Saturday is James Tavernier. It's going to be 500 up for the Rangers captain, 500 appearances in a light blues jersey. And Ferguson today was saying just how impressive that is from his captain.
Well, first and foremost, I think it's an unbelievable achievement. Listen, he's been through a lot in his Rangers career, but one thing I will say about James Tavernier is he never hides. He's always put himself out there to play. And I thought on Wednesday night, when I moved him from his natural right back position into the centre half, I thought he was exceptional. I thought he became a real leader, and that's what I want from my captain. As I said, we've had a few good chats. He's an important player for me, and as I said, tomorrow 500 games, he deserves a lot of credit for that.
It's a remarkable amount of games, and it just shows you the commitment that James Tavernier has showed to Rangers. It's fairly divisive as far as the Rangers support is concerned. One minute he's the star man, the next minute people are criticising him for his defensive qualities. But all in all, he'll be a very proud man walking out there as captain with those 500 appearances. The manager, the interim coach, Barry Ferguson, will be staying very level-headed, I presume, Blair, because it's only one game, it's only one win against Kilmarnock. And as he mentioned there, Rangers will have to come out in front of the home crowd and show them that they're going to do something different to try and end this season as strongly as possible.
Yes, it was very interesting, Peter, that he says he doesn't want to see a timid performance from Rangers. Certainly, as a player, Barry Ferguson was anything but timid on that Ibrox Park. He also said another very interesting thing, that it's not about him on Saturday. I think you'll be hard-pressed to find any Rangers fan that isn't talking about Barry Ferguson's return to Ibrox on Saturday afternoon. But he says it's all about the players on the park, and he doesn't want to steal the show on Saturday afternoon. He'll just be looking for 3 points in in its first game in Govan. In other news this afternoon, it was also revealed that Old Firm fans will be back for the final two Rangers and Celtic games of the season. It'll be 4% of the stadiums. They've, of course, been locked out since 2023. Ferguson had to say on that this afternoon. He says it's only a positive move that we're getting away fans back into these games. I know that's been a view that's been aired on the PLZ couch many times during the season. He said it's something that the fixture's been missing and is really looking forward to that. But first in his sights, though, is Motherwell, up against a new manager that they have themselves in Michael Vimmer. They're on a bit of a high, having won against Dundee during the week, and he's looking to set his own revolution in motion. But Barry Ferguson will be looking for nothing less than a dominant performance and 3 points on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be buzzing around Ibrox as everybody anticipates Barry walking out there. I know he won't want it to be about himself, but he'll be waving to the crowd and then hoping his team can deliver that second win under his leadership. Of course, you can give us your thoughts on Barry Ferguson, the game against Motherwell coming up. What about that 4% allocation for the Old Firm fans in the game against Celtic coming up, and the one after the split, which will be at Ibrox? 4%, is it enough? Laughable in our view here in the PLZ Soccer camp, because quite simply it should be around about 10%. It should be one full end where 7,000 Rangers or 7,000 Celtic fans can enjoy the game. That's what made it so special. You can agree or disagree with us on that, but it's great to hear from Blair Malloy, like so many of our reporters at PLZ Soccer, right across all the press conferences, trying to bring you the live update and the latest information from the Scottish Premiership managers. So, Rangers against Motherwell. We will look over all the other SPFL fixtures over Saturday and Sunday, including the big Edinburgh derby at Easter Road, Hibs against Hearts. Will it be green or maroon celebrating in the capital? All these questions unanswered at the moment, but we'll be giving you our opinion. Join us, PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel, The Football Show. Don't forget to